Some things take our energy quickly: a sleepless night, a stressful conversation, an unexpected illness. But others are more subtle. They slip into our days quietly, meal after meal, year after year, leaving us wondering why we feel so tired, so foggy, so drained, even when life seems calm. And the truth is, for many older adults, the answer lies in something we rarely question: our food. After 65, our bodies begin to process nutrients differently. What once gave us fuel may now leave us feeling sluggish. Our metabolism slows, our digestive system becomes more sensitive, and certain foods that were once harmless now quietly work against us, zapping energy, fogging the mind, even increasing inflammation or disrupting sleep. And yet, no one really tells us. We're told to eat healthy, but rarely told what that means after retirement. We're told to cut back, but not what to cut. And we're certainly not told that some common foods, yes, even the ones marketed as low-fat or heart-healthy, might actually be robbing us of vitality every single day. That's what this video is about. Not to scare, shame, or overwhelm, but to gently open your eyes to the silent energy thieves in your kitchen. The foods that may be contributing to fatigue, mood swings, joint pain, or poor sleep. And what you can do to feel clearer, stronger, and more alive again. If you're new here, welcome to Elder Wisdom, a space created to help you navigate the golden years with grace, insight, and grounded care. We bring thoughtful, calm reflections on health, emotional wellness, relationships, and living fully after 65. Let's begin with one of the most familiar yet deceiving culprits: sugar. Whether it's a spoon in your morning coffee, a slice of cake at a celebration, or a healthy-looking granola bar, sugar often enters our lives dressed as comfort. And for a few minutes, it does feel comforting. It gives a little rush, a burst of something bright. But soon after, the crash comes. For older adults, this crash is often more intense and more harmful than it was in younger years. That's because our insulin response changes with age. When you consume sugar, your body floods with glucose, then tries to bring it down fast with a surge of insulin. But in seniors, this process is slower, less precise, and that fluctuation leads to sharp dips in energy, increased fatigue, and even mood swings or brain fog. Over time, diets high in sugar also increase the risk of insulin resistance, which can lead to type 2 diabetes and chronic inflammation, both of which are linked to fatigue and a decline in mental clarity. And the tricky part is that sugar hides in many forms: white bread, flavored yogurt, crackers, juice, even savory sauces. These foods may not taste sweet, but they spike blood sugar just the same. Closely related to sugar are refined carbohydrates, foods like white pasta, white rice, pastries, and processed cereals. They act almost identically in the body. Quick energy followed by a deep slump. You may find yourself needing a nap after lunch, struggling to focus, or feeling irritable and achy by mid-afternoon. These aren't just signs of aging, they're signs of imbalance, and your body is trying to tell you something. Instead of blaming yourself for feeling tired, consider your plate. Are you eating foods that nourish slowly, or foods that flare up and fade away? Let's pause for a moment here. These changes don't require perfection. You don't need to cut out every sweet thing forever. But becoming aware is the first step. And once you know better, you can choose differently, not out of fear, but out of love for your future self. Now that we've explored sugar and refined carbs, let's turn to a few foods that often slip under the radar: processed meats, refined seed oils, and artificial additives. These are the quiet saboteurs. You may eat them every week, or even every day, without realizing the toll they take on your energy. Let's start with processed meats like bacon, sausages, deli turkey, and ham. These are convenient, flavorful, and often feel like a staple, especially for quick meals. But behind the convenience lies a troubling reality. Processed meats are high in saturated fats, sodium, and preservatives like nitrates and nitrites. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to these additives. What once might have caused only mild bloating or heartburn can now trigger chronic inflammation, impacting everything from joint pain to blood pressure. But here's what's most relevant for energy. The high sodium content in these meats leads to water retention and increased blood pressure, which makes your heart work harder than it needs to. That leaves you more tired. And over time, it can also contribute to decreased circulation, affecting how efficiently oxygen and nutrients travel through your body. Next, consider the oils you cook with. Many common household oils, like canola, soybean, corn, and sunflower oil, are heavily refined and high in omega-6 fatty acids. In small, balanced amounts, omega-6 is essential. But in modern diets, especially those heavy in packaged foods, we tend to consume far more omega-6 than omega-3. This imbalance contributes to chronic inflammation, which saps energy and accelerates cellular aging. Try this. If your cooking oil is stored in a large plastic bottle, smells slightly stale, or sits on the shelf for months, it's probably not helping you. Instead, opt for olive oil, avocado oil, or even small amounts of butter or ghee. These fats are more stable, less inflammatory, and easier for your body to process. Lastly, let's talk about artificial additives and preservatives. These include MSG, food dyes, artificial sweeteners, and chemical preservatives found in everything from flavored drinks to boxed snacks. While not always harmful in small amounts, over time they can interfere with digestion, disrupt sleep, and affect cognitive clarity. After 65, your liver and kidneys, your body's main detox organs, don't work quite as quickly as they used to. That means artificial ingredients take longer to clear, which can leave you feeling sluggish, foggy, or off balance without any obvious reason. Think back to those times when you felt low energy, even after sleeping well. It may not be age. It may be accumulation. The slow, quiet buildup of substances your body can no longer process with ease. But again, this isn't about cutting out everything you love. It's about noticing, being curious, making swaps where you can, and giving your body the space it needs to thrive. We come now to one of the most beloved daily rituals, caffeine. Whether it's the first cup of coffee in the morning, a mug of black tea in the afternoon, or even a piece of dark chocolate after dinner, caffeine holds a quiet place in many of our routines. But after 65, caffeine behaves differently in the body. As we age, our metabolism slows, and that includes how we break down caffeine. What once gave a gentle boost might now cause racing thoughts, jittery nerves, or disrupted sleep. Even if you feel calm after coffee, caffeine can still interfere with deep sleep cycles, especially if consumed in the afternoon or evening. And poor sleep is one of the most overlooked causes of fatigue in older adults. There's also the issue of dependency. Many people don't realize they've grown reliant on caffeine to feel normal. If you wake up tired and need coffee just to function, or feel a headache or irritability if you skip it, your body may be signaling that it's not getting true rest. It's simply running on stimulation. That doesn't mean you need to give it up completely. But try this. Reduce your caffeine intake slowly. Replace 1 cup of coffee with herbal tea. Switch to half-calf. Observe how your energy changes over time. Often, reducing caffeine allows your body to reset its natural rhythms, and that alone can lead to better sleep, calmer mornings, and more consistent vitality throughout the day. And remember, you don't need to overhaul everything at once. The goal here isn't restriction, it's gentle awareness. Start with one food or drink you suspect might be draining you. Swap it, replace it, observe the difference, then move on to the next. Here's the good news. When you start removing foods that weigh your system down, you create space for healing. Your digestion improves. Your mental clarity sharpens. Your energy returns. Not in a jolt, but in a quiet, steady wave that carries you through the day. And more than anything, you feel empowered. Because these choices are in your hands. You may not control aging, but you do control how you nourish the body that carries you. If this video has helped you better understand your body, your energy, and your choices, I invite you to subscribe to Elder Wisdom. Our channel is here to support you with calm, practical advice for living well in your golden years. Let's grow wiser together, one choice at a time. Be well, and thank you for being here.